Capricorns, welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and see what the next 72 hours has in store for you. If you are new here, hi, welcome. Hopefully you subscribe and you want to stick around with us so that you can see my future readings. And we're going to do a 6-card spread today and see what's going on. Your cards are already flipping, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So what's the energy around my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement? So in terms of your state of mind, I have the 3 of Wands. When it comes to what's surrounding you, we have the Ace of Swords, hopes and fears, the 7 of Wands, opportunities and options. Okay, the cards are flying. The 3 of Pentacles, current difficulties you may run into, the Star card, and the last card is going to represent the advice for you. Okay, 4 of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool card. So crowning this whole entire reading, Spirit wants you to go out of your comfort zone, and you internally are going to start to feel as if you can no longer exist in stagnant spaces. It's going to feel more and more and more uncomfortable if you are at a job where you're just kind of like settling for the paycheck, or in a relationship where you're just settling for the fact that there's somebody you're just in a relationship with and feeling like you want some sort of fresh start, wanting some sort of change, especially with that Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It just feels like financially, you're definitely wanting to branch out and maybe get a side job, another source of income, and Spirit wants you to be hopeful in terms of what this can be and be consistent in taking action with whatever you're trying to start here as well. Especially if it's not you starting a new business, maybe starting up a business again that you may have previously had up and running but may have taken a break from. Spirit wants you to be excited about what you can produce and what could come of it. Now, shifting more so into the spread, your state of mind during this time frame was the 3 of Wands. You're trying to remain open, especially when it comes to new stuff. Like, I see the rainbow here. It's interesting. With this card, it's like you're trying to stay open to what the future has to offer. And even though it's going to be a journey, it's going to be a process for you to get exactly where you want to be. You guys are in this optimistic state of mind where you're starting to see that the world is your oyster. Okay. I also believe that your state of mind, you're trying to not focus on the past so much anymore, especially within an existing relationship. You could be realizing that the more that you keep focusing on the obstacles you guys have had in the past, it creates even more issues in the now and keeps it to where, or keeps you and this person in a space to where you guys are not living in the now, but more so in the past and letting the past almost repeat itself because of it. But yes, your state of mind, optimistic, open to new experiences that the future has to hold or to offer. I also get this energy that some of you really want to travel. Like, travel is something that's heavily on your mind during this time frame. You could even possibly book a trip here. Now, what's surrounding you? I have the Ace of Swords. So a lot of mental clarity, a lot of understanding where you may have been conflicted, confused at one point. This next 72 hours, confusion can no longer exist because the reality is just so blatantly in your face in terms of a person and their intentions, what you should do if you've been conflicted, all of that. Now, another thing that's surrounding you, I'm getting this energy that people are like pulling at your energy, wanting to communicate with you, maybe convey how they feel about certain things. So you could have a lot of like conversations from different people that may come up over the next 72 hours as well. It just feels like clarity as a whole is going to be brought to you, especially if you were confused before. Now, when it comes to your hopes and fears, I have the 7 of Wands here. So, your hopes to make it through any challenges that you could be experiencing with a relationship, with a job, you could have certain obstacles that just seem to come out of nowhere. Whether this is like people making it really hard for you at a workplace, or you've been experiencing just like random challenges. So your hopes are that that would clear up. Also, if you are like currently blocked by someone, you could be hoping that at some point you guys get to a point of clear communication and you guys clear the air. There could also be this hope that whatever challenges you could be experiencing financially as well will clear up, or that you will get the courage to make it past some sort of like obstacle in getting over an ex is something I'm getting to, especially if that's been like a big struggle for you. Now your hopes also could be that all the work that you're putting into a business, like all the struggle and strife or just effort that it could take, is worth something, like it's actually going to pay off. So all your hard work and perseverance as well. Oh, and also you could be hoping that you, like in you setting clearer boundaries for yourself, that this is going to, how do I say this? Like in you setting clearer boundaries at work or within your family, that this would actually do something and not create a struggle relationship between you and this person you may have set these boundaries with. Okay. Now, in terms of your possible fears, you could be fearful that that you could fail at overcoming certain challenges that you've been going through, or that you're going to keep experiencing these issues that you've been experiencing. If you've been having like also like this resistance or pushback from a romantic partner, you could have a fear of like whether or not you're going to be able to still be in this relationship, or the relationship ending at some point. The main thing I'm getting is just this fear of you not being able to make it through certain challenges you've been going through, or you just being stuck in this energy forever. Now, when it comes to the opportunities you have all around you and your options, I have these Three of Pentacles. So you guys have the opportunity to add on to whatever income you have right now. So this could be like a side job, a side business that you guys could start and actually make money if you're believing in it and you're actually putting the work in. Another opportunity that could be right there is the opportunity to work on the foundation of your relationship. A lot of you don't have to necessarily break up with your person, but maybe work on better communication. Work on you guys both being in realization that you guys are a team and that you guys both want the same thing, which is to love each other. So finding better ways to communicate may be a really great thing for your relationship, especially if you want it to last and to go the distance. Also with the Three of Pentacles, yeah, there may be an opportunity for you to also work out a relationship with a close friend, especially if you guys have not been on the best of terms. I think that they're just as open as you are to mend things. Okay. Now, possible difficulties you could run into during this next 72 hours with the Star card. Having faith, and this is something you need to be careful of, is losing sight of your personal faith in spirit, in God, whatever you believe in. Okay. Also, the challenge here could be healing the foundation of a relationship, or believing that your relationship is actually going to like stay together. And this could be because of trauma you've experienced while you are lacking the faith and hope. Or this could be your circumstance showing you differently than what you're trying to believe in. Okay. I would also say this is an urge for you guys to get in tune with your spiritual team. Make sure that you guys are, checking in with your ancestor altar if you have one, or that you're checking in with your spiritual team, whichever way you choose to. Okay. Also, when it comes to a healing journey, when it comes to like health issues and whatnot, you really want to take it easy during this time frame. If you recently went through surgery, if you've went through any like medical procedure. But advice for you with the Four of Swords in reverse: stay out of your head. Make sure you stay away from being so caught up in your thoughts that you're just kind of like sitting back and allowing things to just kind of like happen to you. You also want to be careful of like withdrawing yourself in a way where you're like isolating yourself, because then your mind could be running rampant at those moments as well. Or getting too caught up in like anxiety or sleeping too much or really bad sleeping schedule is another thing I'm hearing as well. Also, pushing away some sort of spiritual awakening you could be going through. Okay, but let me pull one last card for you guys. What's the final message for my Capricorns for the next 72 hours? So it says, assert your authentic needs. In a kind, confident tone, speak your needs rather than hiding them. Empower yourself by being authentic. So this is being straight up with your lover, the person you live with, just in general, being real with yourself and others in regards to what you want and what you desire. If you're in a relationship where your sexual needs aren't being met or your emotional needs aren't being met, you need to speak up for yourself, and not in a way where you're communicating aggressively or you're communicating and bashing, but more so expressing how you feel in a way where you're making it clear and knowing that tone and word choice is important here. Okay, especially if we're speaking about career as well. If you feel as if you're not getting paid what you're supposed to be getting paid, it's a need for you to speak up for yourself instead of just allowing yourself to accept whatever is just being thrown at you. Okay. But this is what I see, Capricorns. I hope that this reading was helpful. If it was, definitely thumbs up the video and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.